Imagine walking into a quiet library, but instead of books, you find your memories waiting for you at each corner. You don't have to rack your brain trying to remember things. They are right where you left them. This isn't fantasy. This is the Mind Palace. And today, I'll show you how to use it for IELTS vocabulary. A Mind Palace, also called the method of Loci, is a neuroscience-backed memory technique used by Greek and Roman orators to win arguments and debates. Its principle is deceptively simple. Our brains remember places better than abstract words. So if you map a new word to a familiar place, your recall becomes almost effortless. Let's walk through a story. Suppose your home's front door is your first station. You attach the word meticulous to the image of your doormat being carefully arranged by a tiny robot. Next, you walk into the living room where on the couch sits a gregarious parrot chattering with imaginary friends. Moving to the kitchen, you see ephemeral candles melting fast beside your coffee. Every corner becomes a vivid link. Over time, these associations become natural, and you can retrieve the words as if they were objects placed in rooms. Scientific studies from Cognitive Psychology Journal confirm that visual spatial memory is stronger than rote learning, and that explains why this method works better than flashcards. To apply this for IELTS, start with a list of 20 to 30 key academic words. Divide your room or a pathway into 20 to 30 stations. Assign a word to each spot and create the weirdest or most vivid imagery possible. Review this path daily, and within weeks, your recall will be solid. On exam day, you won't panic. You'll just walk through your Mind Palace and pick out the words you need. Remember, the key is consistency. This isn't magic, it's training your brain with structure. If world champion memory athletes use it, why not you? And if you think this is too good to be true, remember, it's not about innate talent. It's about exploiting your brain's natural design. The Mind Palace is not just a trick. It's a proven science-backed strategy for IELTS success. Now that you know the theory, let's see it in action. We're going to use the actual words from Cambridge IELTS 17. Let's start with Station 1. Your front door. For this word, ubiquitous, imagine a shiny metal robot vacuum cleaner, a Roomba, cleaning your carpet. Ubiquitous means present, appearing or found everywhere. Our brains love unusual images, so the more bizarre, the better. Now walk inside. Your second station could be the kitchen. Here you find a bunch of bananas, all brown and rotten. These are ephemeral. That's right, ephemeral, lasting for a very short time. As you move further in, you notice a poster on the wall. It reads, "Be gregarious, be sociable." Next to it, an extroverted parrot wearing sunglasses winks at you. Gregarious means fond of company, sociable. Continuing your journey, you come across a pile of meticulously arranged Legos. Meticulous means showing great attention to detail. Your third station can be your bedroom. On the bedside table, you see a fancy alarm clock labeled meticulous. Beside it, a candle with the Latin inscription, "Ephemeral candles melt fast." Now, let's move to your fourth station. Picture a bookshelf with volumes stacked on top of one another. That's a precarious situation indeed. Precarious means not steady or secure, suggesting a risk of falling. Protruding from the stack is a single word, ubiquitous. Can you see it? Ubiquitous means found everywhere. Station number 5, the study table. On it, you find a stack of books. As you pick up the topmost one, it falls apart, revealing the word gregarious inside. This illustrates the meaning of gregarious. Back in the kitchen, you open the refrigerator and find a piece of paper stuck to the shelf. It says, "Ephemeral food spoils fast." Now, station number 6, the TV. On the screen, you see a news presenter giving a report. In the middle of the screen, you see the word precarious flashing. Now, back in your bedroom, you see an ant colony. Despite their small size, ants are ubiquitous. You can even place a picture of an anthill near the meticulous alarm clock. At this point, you might have memorized between 6 to 10 words. This is just the beginning. You can continue with the remaining words until you complete the entire circuit. The key is to associate each word with a unique and memorable image. By doing this, you turn abstract words into tangible objects, making them easier to visualize and remember. As you repeat this process, the words become part of your mental landscape. And when you need them, you can easily visit them in your mind palace. Now, you may wonder, what about pronunciation? After all, IELTS is not just about vocabulary. Well, here's the thing. By creating vivid images for each word, you naturally engage more senses in the memorization process. This multisensory approach makes the words stick in your memory better. Plus, as you repeat the words while placing them in your mental spaces, you'll naturally practice their pronunciation as well. Consistency is the key to making the mind palace work for you. Set aside 15 to 20 minutes each day to walk through your mental chambers and reinforce the associations. Initially, it might feel like you're cramming, but as you progress, the effort becomes almost effortless. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity. Once you've mapped your palace and populated it with your words, you've got a ready-made memory aid for your exams. There's no need for flashcards or rote memorization. Just revisit your palace and pick the words you need. To enhance your experience and get the most out of the Mind Palace method, consider these tips. Personalize your palace. Use a place you know well, like your house or a favorite park. The familiarity will help you remember the locations of your words. Keep it simple. Avoid making overly complex images. Stick to visuals that are easy to remember and recreate. Regular review is vital. Set aside dedicated time each day to revisit your mind palace and strengthen the connections between your words and their locations. If you miss a day, it's okay. Just get back to it as soon as you can. But don't leave it for weeks. Experiment with colors and shapes. Adding a splash of color or unusual shapes to your images can make them more memorable. Associate words phonetically. If two words sound similar, try placing them in close proximity in your mind palace. This can help prevent mix-ups during your exam. Don't cram. Spreading out your study sessions over several days or weeks allows your brain to absorb the information gradually, leading to better retention. Start small. Begin with a few words and expand as you become comfortable with the technique. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your mind palace. In conclusion, the Mind Palace method offers an effective, engaging, and memorable way to learn new words for IELTS. By transforming abstract vocabulary into tangible images, you create a network of associations that make recalling words easier during your exam. Remember, consistent practice is key to harnessing the full potential of this method. So, start small, personalize your palace, and commit to regular reviews. Over time, you'll find yourself effortlessly retrieving words, impressing your examiners, and boosting your overall score.